We all know that Bluey is one of the most fun animations. Today I want to tell the hidden secrets of Bluey that you have never paid attention to. We noticed a really cool image from the Disney series Bluey to 1. When Bingo goes to see Bandit's cake, if you look closely, you can see a wheel near the family table toy. And if you look carefully, you will notice that it is very similar to Lightning McQueen, is the main character of the Cars franchise, except that we get to see some of them. A small change has been made to the toy to make it look like it could be, adding a small tail and 2 ears, but red color and windshield. The eyes are the same shape. This was Disney's Cars. 3 seasons of Bluey, we see 2 photos that are part of the family home. Of one of them is a picture of the grandfather of Mario, the father of Chili, when there was a young man who wore the equipment of the Australian Army. Not only served in Australia Army, but he was also a hero, as we can see from the metal above armchair next to the living room door, and not any metal but Victorian. The highest British military decoration awarded to soldiers is emblazoned throughout after World War II. Only 4 people have shown courage in front of the enemy. They were among these medals, awarded to Australian soldiers, which means one of those 4 are the healers in the family home, so Mario's grandfather is simply one. She and the girls visited her father's nursery home and found out. They start to chase. Chili says that they can't hide from him because he knows the area like the back of his hand, right? And Mario's grandfather. A little later he confirms that the grandfather and the girls go to the swamp, and we there. If you look carefully, you will notice that the name of Chile is on several tree roots. In one of the Chilean root giants, probably. He built that brand for himself when he was a little older than the Blue. This is one evidence that shows that the girl's mother has always been good adventure character strategy. We always see them being used when they want to travel longer distances, and if you look closely, you may have noticed that it has a license plate. 3 numbers after the letters higher. Those who understand probably understand. The letters refer to the family of the healer. This refers to the 2 types of dogs that make up the family. Bandit and Bluey are blue healers, and Bingo and Chili are red healers. But so what about the numbers? Do they matter? The license plate number is 499 HLR. There are millions of colors and shades in the world, and each one exists. Indicated by the 3-digit hue number. Hue number 419 is blue, same as the lighter shade of blue used to paint Bandit and the main show. The mini Bluey episode. We see the room is full of scattered toys, and on top of a stack of books we see a plush of a penguin wearing a crown and holding a kind of magic wand. This is a clear reference to the character Gunther from Adventure Time, who at a certain point in the show ends up taking possession of the Ice King's crown. Ludo Studios have a lot of courage to do this right under. In the episode we find out that Chili has to give some back books, and on the bag sitting on a bench we can see the picture of an animal. And if you look carefully, you will notice that the image of the leopard is the same. The Bingo animal shapes itself. Adventurous characters from strategy games. It's really cool to see that the people working on Bluey leave hints about their personal interests and almost imperceptible details in the show. One of them involves one of the most popular Japanese RPG games when the healer family goes to the supermarket for a brief moment. The girls pass by some shelves, and above their heads we can see some names: Dimitri, Claude, and an Edelgard. These are the names of the 3 house leaders in the Gamefire emblem. 3 houses released in 2019, so someone involved in the production of the show really liked strategy games. Chile marks her territory. No, we're not talking about the time she pretended to go to an imaginary bathroom in the living room. Bluey martial artist in 1 episode. In this episode, we see that the bandit and the girls always take out the garbage. Also, an interesting detail is that we can see Blue wearing a kimono. Watch as the bandit talks to Bingo. BL starts making some moves, which means he was trying to remember the moves because that day must have been one. It was from his first lessons, and we see him wearing it a few times episode. But at the end of the show we see that he now has a yellow belt. So it can be concluded that not only Bluey, but he is practicing martial arts. Become a better martial artist in earning new belts. The currency in the series is real. In some episodes we see that both Bandit and Chile make an effort to teach the girls about money, and there seems to be an implicit limit in the series, which is $5, and yes, the $5 note that we see in the series actually exists in real life, but you might be wondering, why is this money pink? The $5 note is pink because it's not about the US dollars that everyone in the planet knows as greenbacks. Instead, it's the Australian $5 note, which actually features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth and has a pinkish who in real life. So we can say that the money we see in the series is a Kang version of the real currency in Australia, Czech. Appearance of the Easter egg, because it even appeared as if it were food. This happened in the Pavlova episode when Bluey opens the fridge. If you look quickly to the side of Bluey, you'll notice that in the container where the beans are kept, there's something very different. The Easter egg is right there, green like a bean too. Bluey animators are really becoming experts in hiding. If you enjoy this video, you can see videos like this on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like, so you don't miss videos like this. Thanks for watching.